How can you stand a better chance of getting PIP, personal independence payment? This is a question I get asked a lot, and my first bit of advice I give to people, if they really feel they need PIP, is to visit a free welfare advice service. But what do you need to do to have a better chance of your PIP application being more successful? Well, I will explain, and this is what the free welfare advice services do. To give yourself the best possible chance of being successful with your PIP application, there's one crucial thing you need to understand, and that's the PIP descriptors. So why are these so important? Well, the PIP descriptors are the criteria that the Department for Work and Pensions use when they look at your PIP application to see if you can get PIP or not. And this is where a lot of people applying for PIP go wrong. It does not matter if you are struggling each day and you need the support. Without understanding this, then you could fail with your PIP application. And by the way, please, if you don't need support and have not got a health problem and are just trying to pull a fast one, then please don't apply. Remember, this is taxpayers' money. Right, a lot of people fill their PIP application form and just talk about their health conditions, which makes complete sense, right? But if what you're putting down on the PIP application doesn't actually match the descriptors they assess you against, then you might well not fill it in at all. You won't score any points for it, and you've just wasted your time. Yes, you're trying to explain your health conditions, but they need more than that. PIP is split into two parts. You've got the daily living and you've got the mobility. Daily living has 10 separate activities and mobility has 2. Each one of these activities on the PIP form has a point system attached to it, and the number of points you score across daily living and mobility is what decides if you can get PIP award and if you are going to get the standard PIP or the enhanced PIP. Now let's look at one example from the daily living section. Preparing food. If you can prepare and cook a simple meal completely, unaided, that scores you 0 points. And a lot of people do put down they can do this on their good days, but you need to talk about your bad days. And remember, don't be embarrassed to tell the truth about your struggles. Now, if you need to use an aid in the kitchen, like an adapted equipment, or you can only use something like a microwave, for example, and not a normal oven, that might score you 2 points. If you need prompting or reminding to prepare or cook a meal again, that could score points. If you need supervision or assistance to do it safely, that could be 4 points. And if you cannot prepare or cook food at all, that could be 8 points. But here's a really important bit. This is what people miss. It's not just whether you can do something. You have to be able to do it safely to an acceptable standard, repeatedly and within a reasonable set time period. Again, too many people are embarrassed to tell the truth. A lot of people try and hide their struggles, but the application form is about being honest, about letting the PIP assessor know your struggles. And remember, PIP assessors are not mind readers, so even if you can cook a meal, if you can't do it safely or it takes you far longer than someone without a health problem, or you can't do it again later that day, that really does matter and you need to tell them. And using the right wording on your form is key. Words like prompting, supervision, assistance, because those are directly linked to how the points are awarded. And this isn't about trying to play the system. And I do get it when I see comments about playing the system. Even though PIP has the lowest fraud rate in all benefits, there are going to be some people who think it's clever to try and claim PIP when they don't need it. And those people are the ones that give PIP a really bad name. Remember, PIP is about making sure that people with genuine health conditions that affect their day-to-day lives are able to access the support they're actually entitled to and need. I've heard a lot of people who struggle like mad each day and are turned down just because they're not explaining themselves properly on the PIP application form. So please, if you're applying for PIP, make sure you fully explain yourself. Make sure the PIP assessors know the struggles you have each day. I hope this helps.